rồi cô chăm người thì vấn đề của những món nó trâu chỉ xong này để cô chủ sáng mấy trong trên đồi của sáng đó của cho thì nó sinh chỉ thả thế của cho phun chỉ thả để chỉ trái nó đó của tụ thịt tuôn ra nè này giờ của tụ producer nó thế này của tụ
okay yeah
cho legal á chị của chị bảo này nè họ của tụ giao giờ tụ set up everything được của chị của thầy của chúa thả lô xứ lấy cho engineer cho vào được của tận đó. Okay, now we have fish. Okay, nhớ rồi ý trong này thì cái tiếng cho sẽ đa từ đấy họ pet này mà tất cả thông tin này đều sẽ đa cũng mấy tụ khoa học sinh hàng và vì nào và thêm một bằng sự hàng và tôi đây tôi phải bị này là bị này là thay thế tôi này là thằng này bắt tay to doctor này là cái gìอาจารย์ประหยัดXiong Yang nữa trong xét sai tao có tôiอาจารย์ประหยัด
我看到有种说来cái gì说来通路呢用下个到弄呢都就没干摊背过来了某所种的他只好他没人只做不哈người ta ít我带一趟一是那个就慢就说要是的有过那干路梦到了người ta有那只顾专业的有三个的有我们就不想要了我们就说要了对不对呢
ไม่เป็นไรอาจารย์เป็นยังไงบ้างคะครอบครัวสบายดีนะคะ
ครับสบายดีครับยังสดใสครับ
ตอนนี้สถานการณ์โควิดอยู่ในไทยเป็นยังไงบ้างเป็นที่น่า
จอกันเลยฮะเนี่ยสถานการณ์มาอีโนมาอย่าเก่าเช่าเก่าจื้อเก่าเจ้าเหม่งเล่งนั่นแหละจะคือว่าอันจื้อน่ะอย่าเดากันเลยฮะ
xin anh đi xem là yêu chuột chẳng pha nữa nhớ cỏ đi nào đi hay em cỏ
đi sao một tiêu này nhớ chuyện đau xưa
ok chị Oli hay nữa nó chị trong xe hàng nữa để có tao cổng pe như nào cắt kia thập hình nữa nó mà Oli của hay nè cái gì thứ nữa và ít thứ tu bé thứ mua bằng sự hàng theo mua luôn mừng mở rộng hàng chị của tôi sai tiền như nào chị có tôi thả nói có họ tôi Oli mua cái khóc kia rồi bây giờ lùa nhá tí chờ nó theo rồi giờ thì nhá tí chờ giờ thì nè rồi giờ cũng cá theo gọi là họ tôi nó cái ra đó năng là gọi là họ cú xe tiền Oli hay ôi tôi nâng ute cái giờ một số họ chụp thi thì có sai thì có luôn nâng qua đi nào qua bóc ta lại nó cũng chơi dùng gì vậy cái sự ute chân tới này giờ tất cả này nó tham mấy cho cái ute ý thầu dầu vậy chứ cái nhau lúc rồi thì tôi vậy nó đó là giờ có lo nhắc còn từ giờ có thầu cái dầu tôi vậy trở đi cái thả tàu này vậy
dạ tất nhiên nó cú này cũng chưa bao giờ cho cứ ta cho tìm lo tôi đó là vấn đề nó bây giờ bị trong cái gì muốn hoặc trong cái gì thì muốn bao nhiêu là bao thì nhớ bỏ cho chẳng bắt nan để bây giờ lấy làm để trong cái gì làm được cho chẳng bắt nan thì mua ít xa cái gì nhớ để bị chẳng bắt nan thì bây giờ chụp bao nhiêu bị là muốn chụp bao nhiêu bị lúc sau qua chỉ cùng là rồi muốn hoặc chỉ cùng nhớ bị chẳng bắt nan để nhớ thầu các tài giờ trong一生就不想叫知的哈，被拦住。
chịอาจารย์cho đi chị có giờ chấm mốt hoặc kia tôi cho nhớ hồ rồi tết tôi rồi thì thay tết đó
tôi khi cũng lưu dùng để thay tết
tất nhiên chân thì chị là bây giờ là kia tôi rồi thay tết rồi lúc chạy vào thổ bé mua cái gì tiền mà nó thì nó xóa nhỏ nhớ thì tết chấm rồi là bây giờ
dạ cũng cho tết là phụ giờ dùng tiêu tăng lại
giờ đây chị có chị này cũng giờ cho bài thì tôi nhớ thấy té chị dù theo mà đi tôi lo nhớ thấy té giờ
dạ
họ giờ bé chị nhớ tôi cho thấy té tôi kia tôi nhớ rồi té chờ thì nào mà té chờ sửa nó ta
giờ cũng được chụp qua khi mà nhớ sửa để chứ chụp với cuốn chụp mình nhớ mấy cả luôn giờ nhớ Australia dạ liền dạ cái gì bên mình nhớ bây giờ
chứ tại sao chạy có chị này tàu ấy thì quân nâng thái là lo lại chừng dân nâng ấy là tiền nâng pro thế mà lo
vậy là tàu nâng thái là lúc chạy họ thì mua đỡ cho muốn sử dụng người ta cũng chỉ chỉ lao ya tuผู้ใหญ่บ้านแต่นี่กูป้าวันใดจะเอาอยู่ดีจ้ะ
dạ chị ta xin chịอยู่như vậy đi tu Uli hai le tu ani na nung Thai ya tuภาษาส่วนใหญ่จริงๆบัตรประจำตัวเนาะเป็นคนไทยอ่ะUli cha có lúc năng thằng thầu dâu vậy trong đi cha
dâu tề cũ cho nhị hẹn người ta phải mua cái tí trống mua cầu lên thì bây giờ tụi tuân trời này thì như là sao một cái đó vậy tụi khách cái tụi tôi này cái nhà cái đó thì cũ một thầu cũ chữ thì nó bỏ thì ít cha cũng muốn chủ phúc sản nhau mua lục thái là đẹp quá nó ở lúc ở Vác Kéo trong Vác An Thong thì cũ lại cũ bắt đầu thầu cái nó như tao sang sông xe tuân chủ bây giờ ta
chỉ có một xe sông cái tiếng chạy mùi nhó mùi dây mùi tròn này nó chẳng không sản nhó giờ tàu Vác là
dạ ở đẹp quá là cũ cái nó là chú mang chú xuống nhó chú tặng sự nó là
đó chị uli hay chị yêu yên chạy uli ít xe yêu yên chạy này giờ chỉ chị yên chạy một thời gian giàu mà giờ chị yêu yên chạy đâu cần tới chị cầu một khi chị share rủ chị li là cho điนู่นน่ะ
dạ chú kỹ thì nhiều khi tổng đây yêu chú bao đại yêu chú kỹ lúc này nhiều mong lý trang đó là chú thành cái yếu môn chỉ để cô mỗi lúc học chúc hết rồi cô muốn lúc học chúc chỉ lấy họเลย
là chị có cỡ có cần đây chị có nhớ trâu Nantasin là cái họ cỡ tôi một trâu lúc
cũng nhớ cho tao ăn thong thì cho các môn nan ấy xong sự một cái thọ before high school thì middle school ấy xong thì cho các tôi cái high school trong Bangkok cái university cái Xiong Yang thì trong Bangkok qua học lịch sử nó lại là
chị nói thì có chị tôi nhiều nhưng cần tới cân hẳn là sao về trực của nó này ạ ít tôi nhiều món thì nhưng qua đây nhưng cần tới kinh mà
tôi chỉ là cái sự của topic cần tới cái của ít tôi cái nhà qua activity của university nè bây hồi Thái Tây là bây một cho khai asa là cho volunteer cái bây một bao một library là một school cho tây trên đấy cứ nhớ tức lên nhớ remote area này cứ có chúng mua library rồi chúng mua suy gạt cái để thầu cứ bit term để cái một support nè giờ cháu volunteer
là
như là nhà ở thì nó activity thì nó
cái chạy này chạy chỉ tôi một lần nó bỏ ô tô cái yêu anh nó muốn hay cho sao là hàng thế mà
cho hiện rồi cho mà giờ sai tao mà cứ như là chỉ sáng mùng lệ giờ但是我会把这个嘞但要没有脑子没有本事都没就都就几刀的做过做没鸟才叫不么做我叫我就对里头在罗古都到了其中那个人就难有劲了呢
อยู่ในฐานะอยู่ตัวมีอยู่นะอยู่รู้สึกจะมาอยู่ซาเดียวจะเนี่ยที่สิทธาอยู่มูดหรือตัวย่อมาถอดอยู่ปตัวเชียที่มาถอดอยู่ไม่ไอ้นั่นนะ
แต่กูทุกครั้งว่ายี่เราจะตัวเชียเวทอยู่เอาแต่อยู่มุ่งย่อของเขาเวทอยู่สังกันได้นะแต่ถ้าสมมติแต่ก็เล่นกูตัวเชียย่อจนได้พูดถึงตัวพูดจากข้างมุ่งย่อใจเลย
นี่กูยังปล่อยđây cũng những bảy kho có cái này hay đó có vậy thì cái gì mà tụi mi tu thì tụi mi tu khoa xem nào bây giờ là hiểu gì đi tụi mi khoa
cũng là ta cũng chấp khoa tuân thủ cũng nhớ để sao có cái lối anh ông bên nó là ý thiết gì đấy có tôi chắc khá là này ý xong thì cũng mình chế tao ở già bây giờ xin nè
là thì hay đi nào tại sao nhiều món mìnhอยู่ที่bao giờ thì bây giờ thì nhiềuที่สิกูcho cái gì tại sao lạiอยู่ยิ่งเขาลงที่แต่ละสายอยู่มันทั่วนี่นะว่าหรือตัวย่ออยู่ที่มันเกี่ยวกับใจจีนนะอย่างไอ้ก็เขาchỉ có những mua có họ luôn bao mày chỉ có những tiền cái chủ cần đấy cái đầu tư nó bây
giờ giờ bao的三个都是但是只包的有我认识呢
thầu cho dâu này cái sai thì có thầu cái chuyện dâu này cái sai thì ô cũng lo tôi mà cũng yên chịu mua khó chuyện đúng mày thì cũng yên chịuอยากโตขึ้นอยากเป็นละลายchỉ tên nàyก็ผมmua chắc cái sai nào mà
mua chútกี่bao số chútกี่sáng gì là mua 你摸，但是头骨要个真要个真，我就到的古南也都个你伢就几个啦，你让他。呀，你有一头多的，你都没到没跟来了，但是你用菜你啥里知道个，那是你啥里下子我在要，到对一头多的移民个呢，弄那啥里晒到嘞呢，但你朋友开过ปลูกฝังนะหรือไทยแต่ปลูกฝังตัวนู้นชมาจะอยู่เป้าแต่จะอยู่ไหนสิ我来讲了，为啥为啥的跟ใหญ่พวกมันย่อที่เขาคือ就用那个就呢，只要了提示了，提示。
thì thế nhưng chọn nhiều rồi thế giờ cho lựa tụi nhau này giờ đấy giờ chị có cỡ là tại chị trong cái sinh cái hạt tàu hậu chưa là lông còn giờ mà học biết chị cái hạt mù hậu chưa là lông còn bao nhiêu thế mà trong trường là hay cô sinh entrance là cô nhiêu thế sao biết
cô ý dạng này cái báo số à thằng đấy cái sinh tăng ấy báo result à cũng真正的估识到，yeah，但是một cái chú răng có thể cú survive rồi lại, người ta cũng scholarship đào hiện nè, lu university nó giờ lu cứ là biết thế thôi lu tại sao Thái nè, để bữa lu association là bữa alumni như là muốn nhà để bữa donate nó để lu chạy cái đó mà bữa nhà bang cho cái một cái mình cho cái thông cả nhà thì nói một scholarship lần đầu thì để cũng chính xác bảo lý cha
lo chỉ cũng chẳng thể cái những tờ scholarship bây giờ trong cái cái kinh nữa bây giờ
như là từ nó người ta scholarship xin là
cái sai cha mày cái sai thì chắc cái cần tới cái cho theo tờ scholarship mà phải cái gì thì cho bây mua cho tu cần tới ta chỉ nói chuyện cái chỗ lần bây giờ lời sai cả tàu scholarship sai cả tàu đi con này cái lấy chủ mua cái thế lúc học phía cần tới đi chào cái lời thì chủ tàu thì tàu đi con mà
số lúc scholarship để bây giờ nó mua requirement như chủ or you can to meet requirement là để thế lúc scholarship của low competitive cho nên只争到，但是对路股是争就除了股上到的股慢有的看啊，也有上到有就慢有的看那个就说东西呢，股票卡就要的if you want to get a chance, you need to prepare yourself. 慢个都看哎呀，弄这个我干了做个是嘞抓到要做慢个都看的，在路比在路我干了，可以了知道嘞。你考个 ，that's why I organize so many projects for young people to prepare them.
That's good. So like you have to be ready for the opportunities and to open up.
Of course, yes.
And it's so great that you I think you pass all those opportunity. Now, I think you mentioned a little bit about your experience alive through the university. You talk a little bit about what sort of subject that you did while you were in university.
Okay, I studied geology, so now I'm teaching about geology. Yes, geology to exploring, to survey.
Is it something that you always wanted to do?
Yeah, firstly, I just want to traveling because I don't like any work that have to stay in the office every day regularly. So I'm a bit boring about that work. So I select which work that I can travel also and working also. So and finally, I think geology is the fit one, the good one for me.
So that's the right one, isn't it? Okay, right. You're an outgoing person, right? And I know that you have traveled to so many countries already, right?
Yeah, not so much yet, but some like South America, I have been there.
So when you travel out, overseas, like abroad, do you bring some of your experience back home and then share with our Hmong, our younger Hmong generation over there?
Yes, sure. Because everywhere I go, I went. We can learn something. We can get something good things and get back to share with our person. So our people.
Share with us, what are some of the things that you learn from Western country that you think that you can actually take it back and adapt to the Hmong over there?
Yeah, discipline.
Discipline.
Discipline. That's the most important things that I learned from Western and also from Japanese people. So I work with Japanese people, and also they are very strictly. So this is, I think, if our Hmong we can improve our discipline, we will be more developed.
Right.
I think so.
Right. Like you have to have the commitment, isn't it? You have to, when you say, and you don't, I suppose you don't give up easily, right? What is the word? I think resilient. We have to be really push ourselves, isn't it? Be humble, but then you have to push ourselves forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really good now. And also that you were the first Hmong, the first Hmong scientist that actually went to Antarctica, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. I think so. So I don't know, but we don't have any record that any Hmong before me went there. So
yeah. So tell us about that, because I think this is so. When I read through and I thought, geez, this is amazing. It's always, you're the first one. The first one is the most important one. So how do you get involved in this?
Okay.
Yeah.
It start with the cooperation with Japanese researcher. So we work together, and I went to Kyushu University, and at that time they are planning to go to Antarctica for that year, and the professor I'm working with, he was also the head, the main head of the expedition. So he's the one who recruit a person. So he said, I am looking for some geologists like you. So if you want, you can go with me, something like this. So that's why I said the opportunity will come in some time that we don't know. So once you are ready, you can get it, right? So
did you ever, like in the past, did you ever thought that one day that?
No, it's just I even don't dream that I will be there. So because it's impossible for Thai people to be there.
And then being a Hmong, like how can he have the opportunity or the privilege to do the well?
I even never know before that. So
yeah. So tell us about your experience. How actually you came to Australia too, isn't it? Before you went to Antarctica.
Yeah, I went to Perth because the icebreaker ship, the vessel, they came from Japan and they parked at Perth.
Yeah.
And Fremantle Port. Yeah. So I fly from Thailand to meet them over there.
Tell us, how do you prepare yourself to go to Antarctica, because it's such a cold place, and you're living in Bangkok. It's just a totally hot, very hot. So how do you prepare yourself?
Yeah, because before that I used to be in Europe for almost 4 years. So I get used to for minus 15, minus 20 for some time. So it's not so big problem for me, because at that time we went there in the summer of Antarctica. So it's temperature about -4, -5, or even 0 Celsius degree.
And that was in summer.
Yeah, summer. Yes, summer. Yeah.
So you have to you have to really get your I suppose that your body temperature to get used to that minus Celsius degree temperature. Yeah. So tell us, so where do you stay? And tell us about Antarctica. Do we have what are the village that look like? What are the town that they look like?
Oh, okay. So just only the station, but mainly we stay on the ship, on the icebreaker ship, and when we want to access some area, then we went there by helicopter.
All right. So you don't actually walk on the ice or on the snow.
No, they drop out. We drop out us in some area by area, then pick up and then drop out somewhere that we want to go, then stay there about 4 or 5 days, like this. So we move from one
station
place
to the other.
one place. Yes.
So have you seen any Eskimo in there?
No Eskimo. just penguin then.
Just penguin.
Yeah.
So what did you go there to do research about?
I just went there for collect some rock sample.
Oh, rock sample.
I got a visa. Everybody we got one visa for collecting something like some researcher can collect only water, and some can collect only some fungi, something like that. And for me, I can collect only rock, no soil also.
All right.
Yeah. So I got a visa to do it.
All right.
So nowadays, when I publish some result, some research, so I have to refer to my visa to collect that sample.
Oh, that's
so otherwise they will ask you, how do you get that sample from over there?
That's right. Yeah.
And prohibit.
So I suppose you still have keep that. Do you keep any like small sample for your personal use?
Yeah, actually it's in my lab, so I can use, but mainly we use for research, and some of them are in the exhibition room in the museum.
Oh, in the museum, right?
Yes.
So what is the best part? What is the best part about Antarctica?
The best part is in the sense of researcher it's a perfect place for doing research. No human activities, and also everything fresh. So it's really good for us. Yeah, it's an ideal place for doing research, especially in geological research. Yeah.
So keep going. Yeah.
It's very, very special opportunity to be there to conduct some research over there. So I don't think I can get a second chance to be there.
Oh, really? You've been there once? I thought it would be easy to get a second, to go there. Yeah, as another do another research.
It's not easy. It's, because Thailand we don't have a station over there, and just we have to wait for some invitation from some countries. Like in Asia, there are only 4 countries. They have a station over there, like China, South Korea, Japan, and India. Only 4 countries.
Okay.
So it's difficult.
So what, when you went back to Thailand, what did you tell your student about your experience?
Oh, it's such a wonderful, and I can't believe that I see so many things that before that I just reading and I can heard only the name, but over there I can see the real thing. I mean rocks, some rare type, very difficult to see, some rock types that we just heard the name, but that over there I see by myself, I collect by myself. This is.
Gee, you must be really interesting in that area, because for other people, they probably don't know what to do because it's just a place of like an Iceland, isn't it?
Yes, similar like that.
Yeah. So how long you were there?
Just on the continent, we spent just 2 months.
Okay. 2 months. So that's a long time.
Yeah, 2 months, 1 month go and 1 month back. So yeah, we spent 4 months. So
Okay,
so
right.
2 months for traveling and 2 months for doing research over there. So very short time, exactly.
I think a cold place like that probably that's that's a long time already because it's so cold over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing now? So are you like a teaching at university or what?
Yeah.
What's your current role now?
I'm teaching in university, like a researcher and also lecturer. And beside that, I also doing some work for social for more communities.
All right, tell us about
Yeah.
that. What sort of work that you've been doing for the Hmong community in Thailand or in Bangkok?
Actually, the name is Hmong Bangkok Association. We focus on Hmong who live and work around in Bangkok and also around Bangkok. But when we work and we service the social, it seems that whole the country. So we don't say that okay, you are Chiang Rai people, so we don't work for you. But no, we said okay, if we can help, if we can provide something or contribute something, we really, yeah, really.
Yeah. So what you are running different program to help them, or what are you actually doing?
So mostly we help them. We raise the money to help some problem like fire or like the house burning, because monks house are mainly made of wood.
Yep.
And some bamboo, so it's very easy for fire. Yeah. So every year we got like almost 10 cases, and every time we need to raise money to help them, because the government, they always spend long time to collect money to help them. So we go first and give them the money or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So how big is the Hmong in that? Like how many people that how many Hmong people that live in Bangkok? Seems like a lot of them, isn't it?
We don't know exactly, but I think probably almost like, I would say 50,000 person.
Right.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. That's a lot of them. And are they mainly just like a student, or do they have like a family that they came to live there as well?
Mainly for working and studying.
All right.
And yeah, and nowadays some family, they settle down in Bangkok, like me. Yeah, we buy a house here, so we register ourselves in Bangkok citizen, and our children, they are Hmong Bangkok, a real Hmong Bangkok now.
All right. So you're the real Hmong Bangkok now.
yeah, exactly.
The Hmong came yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you still keep like contact each other, isn't it? Within the organization, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we always doing some activities during a week together, something.
Right. And that's something that I think that the reason that I want to chat to you too, and you're running the new your new venture. I call you new venture. Your English course for the Hmong student in Thailand. Tell us a little bit about that. How does it come about?
It's come from my vision that we would like to send our Hmong-Thai students to study abroad. And at the first time, we failed because almost 25 students, they fail because they don't have a good enough English background.
Oh, right.
So I tell my colleagues that, okay, let's come back to prepare our people first. So this is why we try to find the best way for our people to improve English. But it's initiated from the study abroad program. But now we said, okay, let's start with the conversation course. And when we open, so many interest, and also not only student, but some how to say, like quite old person that they would like to improve their English. So now in Hmong-Thai, they are very active to improve their English because they know that the world is so small, and if they would like to contact with other people or to do some business with foreigners, so they need to know English. So almost 200% apply for our program. So now we have to collect all. Some of my colleagues said, should we select only some? But I said, no, we cannot select.
So what are you going to do?
It's can't do that.
What is your expectation when you put a program? You don't think that there will be that many that is interesting, isn't it?
I just expect like 30 or 40. That's
30 or 40.
Yeah, but now almost 200%. So I'm happy to see this, but yeah, it's also difficult to organize. So that's why I asked for some volunteer from our brother sister in Australia, United States, USA, or some from others like Switzerland, something like this. Anybody who can speak English.
I'm sure we have a lot of people that want to help, but they just don't know how to help. So tell us, how what, like, I think a lot of them ask, what qualification do we need? Do we have to be teachers? What do we need? So tell us about what sort of people or what sort of tutor, right? I think we call it tutor.
Okay.
What's a tutor that you require for your group, your student?
So we are lucky that we got Dr. Neng Wang. He and his wife now is working there in Bangkok for a couple of years, and they know how to organize for some programs, some curriculum. So he provide this or curriculum or program. So we already planned that every volunteer will be in the orientation on next Saturday on 7th of August, September. Yeah. So everybody
it must be very hard because I'm looking at the logistic right there, because we the time zone is so different, right?
Yes.
You have people from the US, Europe, and then Australia, or even in Asia. Yeah. How are you going to run the program? Like your nighttime or daytime, and we were so different. How are you going to run that?
That's the question that I always be asked by students. That when we study, so I say depends on the teacher. So nowadays we are on the step of interview all students, and then we group them to the same level, same age, something like this, and then we will select. We will assign to all volunteers. So yeah, so it depends on the student and depends on the teacher that what time they are available for us.
You know what? I wouldn't mind running a J group.
Yeah.
J who want to learn English. I wouldn't mind to do that.
So you have experience. That's
so
good.
Tell us a little bit more about your student, like you said, because they're so different level, isn't it? Are the people they have like basic English, or like a little bit of like don't know English at all, or they sort of they know so well, but like in terms of like, I think I know the older type student, they can write very well, like but in terms of I guess pronunciation, isn't it? They don't have the confidence to say it.
Yes, it's not only Hmong-Thai, but for all Thai people, we know the grammar very well, but we can speak or conversation. So this is the most problem. And as we interview students, we realized that the students are very different. We found some excellent students and also some even don't know anything. So, but at least they know ABC and they can say some basic. All of them already study in school, either in primary school or middle school or high school. So for speaking is how to say, it's difficult for them. So I would say they are almost in beginning and some in the basic level. So we have 3 levels: beginning and basic and intermediate. So,
And I suppose they all speak Hmong.
Yeah. They all speak Hmong. Yeah.
Because some of my young people, they said, "Oh, but we don't speak Hmong. So how do we communicate with them?"
But anyway, I think they can just use English and in the class, because in the class there are some can help to explain. And our association, we will provide teacher assistant in each class. So you will get one TA or teaching assistant.
Right.
So
when do you expect to to implement this program and to get it ready?
At the first time, we would like to start at first week of next month, but nowadays it seems that we need to postpone 1 week, so it should be middle of next month.
Right. And how are you running the program, right? Through Zoom like this, or multimedia, all the different platforms?
Only Zoom.
Only Zoom.
Yes.
So I suppose that all the students, they have to have the Zoom account as well, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. And we also got some support for the license, Zoom license, from some of our businessmen in Thailand.
Right.
Yes.
So with the program, is that a free program, or a program that they have to pay for registration?
That's a good question. We discussed about this for a while, and finally we said, okay, we can provide for free, but we don't want to do that, because anything that they get, they got it for free, then they won't see any
value.
Value. So we collect them only 199 baht. 199
charging you charging 199 baht just for it's like what, for registration, like ทะเบียน
ลงทะเบียน
เขาว่าค่าทะเบียนนะค่าหนังสือ
ค่าลงทะเบียน
ค่าลงทะเบียนใช่ไหม Okay. And how long is the course like that you're planning to run for?
So we plan for 10 weeks. Only 10 weeks.
All right. And so the each course is lasts for 10 weeks.
Yes. And 2 hours per week. So,
okay, 2 hours per week.
Yes.
And how many students is that per one tutor?
So we try to size down, not exceed 10. So now it depends on the number of volunteers. So now we got the volunteer about 25 volunteer.
Also, you have 25 volunteer already. Okay, cool. That's good.
Yeah. Include you also.
Oh, include me too. I'm the number 25th. for the OD class.
So it should be less than 10 person in class.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that would be good. Yeah. I think we have to do something. I'm really glad that I get hold of you, because this is something that for us to get together. We have a common goal. đó thì là chúng tôi thì chúng tôi chỉ để nhà ở đây nhà nhỏ nhà ở nhà hậu lửa nhà ở nhà thì chúng tôi khó chỉ để là chỉ cộng tàu nè giờ còn nó cũng thấy khó thì ở đây cũng hay có ở đâyเรามีกันละ it's a win-win เนี่ยว่าเราไปคุยยังเที่ยเฉลี่ยยังตันทอต่อตุนะ so is there anything else that you want to add that we haven't touched that you want to perhaps tell our audience any assistance anything that you want to add to our conversation today?
Yeah, so this is the first time, so everything is new for us, and maybe we did some mistake or don't organize well, so I would like to apologize in advance. So hopefully we will continue this program for a long time in the future, and we also plan to provide some TOEFL or IELTS for students who would like to study abroad. Because in Thailand to get some tutor course, it's very, very, very expensive, like 30,000 baht per course. So it's very expensive for students. So we plan to buy a license, and we might ask for some volunteer who got a certificate and can teach them in the cheaper course, something like 1,000 or 2,000 baht. That's fine. This is the way that we are trying to improve or to prepare our young people to be another level, because I do believe that education can improve our people, and no matter that the student, they would like to be anything, they need to know English in this new world, in this time, like or in the future. So if our student, if our young people, they don't get how to say if they are not influent in English, it's would be difficult for them to be to have a good life quality. So this is the way that we can do, is try to find some easier way for them, to help them. So anybody who would like to improve themselves, we are willing to help them.
That's good.
Yeah.
So your tutor, do you have, what about all the Hmong students that they already gone through and they are retiring, or those people can come and help as well?
Yeah, in Hmong-Thai.
Yeah.
Right. We focus on for the volunteer, right? You mean? Or
for the volunteer.
For the volunteer, we need our Hmong abroad, because we need some good accent.
But mind you, because the accent's different, like Australian, we have different accents. England have it, USA have it, so they will be slow.
Yeah. We need some like any speaker that who can talk naturally and fluently. So even of course some Hmong-Thai can do that, but we would like to inspire our young men that you start from talking with foreigner, but they are Hmong, and then next step you can talk with white people or black people or other people like that.
Yeah. I think the and they don't have the confidence. Có tôi nhớ thích trường non là tí nó có cờ lù nó nè, giờ có cờ lù có giờ cái tôi nó là giờ chắc mua, chỉ là cái phía thì cuối chủ hay có giờ của thế là hay nè, của hay tầm mũi chỉ vô kế chỉ là thua của you if you have that cái sáng nó nè, then you will never learn. The way I learn English is that bảo là chỉ hay trả sự, chỉ bảo là luôn là chỉ biết tên thôi. So
you don't need to follow up the grammar, so just tell out, say it.
สมัยเถอะกูให้สมัยเถอะไปกันแต่กูยังถ้าเต้ไปกันแต่ไม่ไปมาเกิด grandma มาจุจ้องตัวนั้นก็เป้าชัวกูสติเชียนก็ตัวก็ให้เลยที่จะเป้าก็เลยที่จะเป้าดูก็ให้ grandma
เล็กก็สิแหละเล็กก็
that's why they said กันดูละให้รู้เจ๊อย่างนี้ก็ดูละก็ให้เรารู้เจ๊เราจะได้ is that make sense you know it make sense okay think about it yeah ให้จะ make sense so kita so don't forget เป็นนี่จ้องแต่ใช่ไหมthầu có là hay lưu nó chỉ nửa chơi nửa chạy cho họ nửa chỉ cho nó có sông đời này
so that's the biggest barrier of Hmong-Thai and also Thai people.
Why do you think why is that? Because they just want to be perfect before they speak or what?
Yeah, because we were taught we teach something like that. Our teacher always teach that okay, you need to follow this to with the grammar something. So this is the wrong thing in Thailand for Thai education system.
Cái gì có một của hai lượt của tí mong grammar của hai tôi là hai là học một sinh bây giờ.
Có chứ. So you need to encourage our students to just speak out what you say, something like that.
Thật sự. Ok, chị bố đi ha. Nhưng trong xe mà giờ thì bé các chỗ xe giờ thì giờ khai đầu tư này chị có mà liền message bé chị bé chỗ xe thì giờ luật thì nó sẽ là học bộ mua xe. Đi chợ là bé họ mà ở mà bí mù họ giờ thì ở đây qua giờ bé chợ lẩu này bé ở đây bé chỉ sân đợi nó ở đây bé chơi ở đây bé đã bé chơi thì nó chỉ chơi là bé tiền đánh cho họซื้อtới chỉ yeah là xưa này cho họ tiền chỉ chơi là
that's enough yeah yên là giàu mà người ta bé số nông là chỉ có cái tiền nhỏ này vì sao tại sao ok nó bé thả cho ta yung kitchen bé có rau màอย่างนู้นลิจาgiờอยู่cái nó haiลิจาเลยtên nó sữa là tháp bể sữa mà
để tháp bể sữa
tháp bể sữa
ok đó chị trong xe hàng giờ nó có tôi chỉ có tôi mua thả nên quan thua sót cho bé kiểu nên nó cũng hiểu nhau nó có lấy tôi nói thế chị giờ lời giờ muốn sân chơi lời tụi nó cũng đó có này lời có giờ lời TikTok có đi chả
giờ TikTok là Facebook account của tao mà
là
giờ có cứ dùng gì sắp
là ok đó giờ đây hai chị nó nói yếu tố thả nó thế màกูchỉ chuẩn tao giờ đâu có thả thế mà tao giờ lì lu lì organ nó cũng mình đâu có thả sao thì nào tao giả cái kia vào lên tao chân tao giả để thả thế mà tiền nó nói chỉ thả chỉ xin support sao tiền lớn rồi cỡ đi nào ba này cha tu xài luôn đăng ký chữ họ chỉ tao thì nào ở đây chỉ chuan rồi hay cái lu này chỉ chuan tao giả vào cú sau tao chân tao cú xem cú tí tao cú sợ tê phải lo sự như thế đóวันนี้เท่ากันนี้เขาใช้ได้ฮันชิคกันนะกันยังจงนะวันนี้มั่ว
เราจำดาวคือมั่วสิหาจุดดาวจุดไม่ถามแต่นู่นน่ะในจุดชัดจังตอนจุดสุดเลยใช่
นี่แต่นะโอเคเจ้ามาเรียเลยนู่นมาเชียเป็นมาชินจีเลยนะวันนี้ถ้ากูยังใจเลยเจ้ากูยังสักกันนึงเขาป้องก็เป็นจีเจ้าก็จุดแคมป์จีเตเช่ว่ายี่กูจะพวกกูยังเดี๋ยวก็ป้านี่นะเทียบเป้เราลูวรอนี่เนาะหายปีเช่แต่สักก็ตุกแข่งมาเช่ก็นี่นะว่ายัดตัวนึงตรงนี้จ้าเจ้ากูสาแต่ก็ลงท้ายด้วยประโยชน์สามค
ำyeah
ที่บ่งบอกแต่ในตัวของอาจารย์นะ
โอ้yeah สามคำอิงฮัลโหลรู้ไทยละอยู่
เดี๋ยวไทยละลูกพุ่งรู้ไทยลงกี่ต่อตามอ่ะ
ก็I think first is I'm ambitious person yeah ลูกไทยแต่อย่าทะเยอทะยานอย่าสร้าง improve you to king I think I'm humble okay and I like to contact people how to say yeah กูเนี่ย就遵行实塔对呀
OK All right, so bây giờ là cái tiếng chơi, ok, nó chỉ biết quý long quý nhà này sau đó này là ajan này là lợi lợi hạt ajan này là hoa Xiong này là Yang nè. Yeah, right. Like I said, I'm going to end up with Dr. Prayath's 3 words that I asked him to actually tell me how to describe himself. So ambitious, humble, and probably enjoy talking to other people.
Yeah, yes, exactly.